Hi everybody, it's the Intuitive Healer, and today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Gemini. So let's go ahead and tune your energy, Gemini. All right, for those of you stopping by for the very first time, welcome to my channel. And for those of you already part of the Intuitive Healer Tarot family, well, welcome back, my lovelies. So glad to have you today. All right, if you guys haven't already, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when my new videos do come up. And during the fall solstice, I will be giving away smudge sticks and crystals and essential oils and things to keep your vibration up high. So let's go ahead and get started. We do have our number 30 here, and that is the healing card. That card really talks about you rebalancing at this time. It talks about you being in energetic awareness. It's healing yourself and healing those around you by you gaining awareness into your own healing. It's exploring healing modalities, maybe some energy work or some different things like that. It's also allowing you to have an innate ability to heal, which is also another positive, you guys. So lots of aligning to your highest good and your optimal health, and things are starting to perspire. Woo, we got all these cards just popped out. All right, so we have our Four of Cups is our first card. Our second card is the Knight of Pentacles. Third card out is our Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. We have our Five of Swords, Hermit card, Queen of Cups, and another Sword card here. We do have some underlying here on the side, which is the Queen of Wands. We also have our King of Swords and our Ten of Wands. So lots of positivity coming in right now in aspects. Not off the get-go, though, because we do have this gentle nature that comes in and says, you know what, you've been disappointed in the past. You've been disappointed in the past, and things are about to turn around for you. Why? Well, because you're reevaluating your life. Just as that healing card signifies that energy around that, it is really talking about this healing that's transpiring right now. Okay? So, there's been disappointments in the past, you've reevaluated things, you've thought things through, and now you're healing them. For good reason, because the positive energy of our pentacles comes in and brings in a dependable, honorable situation that's trustworthy. Here's where I'm seeing this go. So there was lost love in the past. Maybe you thought that it was going to be forever. And you know what? This person disappointed you because they decided that they weren't going to change, Gemini. Maybe they'll never change. But it's kind of up to you to reevaluate the situation to figure out what is in your best intentions. Okay? So Knight of Pentacles brings in this more positive energy and brings in probably a new partner here, because this is an honorable card that's trustworthy and dependable. This is also a person that has a sense of incredible determination. Whether that's the significant other, because I'm feeling love in here, because I'm sweating a little bit, this love coming in, or this is you creating this self-love around yourself as well, okay? But also know that this is a very positive card that, shows an individual that could be coming in that's very faithful, okay? So I'm glad that you are able to be in that space. Now, the Nine of Swords really kind of changes things up and makes things dark. Okay, so it says you're healing, there's a new beginning here with a new individual, or this is you creating that trustworthiness around yourself, because the Nine of Swords talks about worry and grief and anxiety. Okay, This could be that you're actually going through and coming out the other side of a period of mental anguish. You know, maybe you have had some sleepless nights, you know, or you've been depressed. I'm going to say right off the get-go, it's time to pull yourself out of that energy, Gemini, because we do have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is very significant to the presence of obstacles. And so because you were worrying here, and I think this is you created that person, but you're not confident enough in that, and then all kinds of things are happening. We've got some obstacles here that you need to work through. Just saying. This is a card that shows that you're scared of fearing to failure. You know, there's this fear that you won't succeed. And I think that this is the frustration and this constraint that's overriding your heart right now. But I'm glad that we're in awareness and we understand that there are things that are blocking the situation, but that we are in healing. We have the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords talks about some conflict from the past and some discord. You know, really settling into a space where you got to be careful. There could be troubles to come. This is also a card of loss and defeat, or separating, creating a painful separation. And there could be some self-esteem and some brokenness issues with that. And that's, you know, why the Nine of Swords comes in the way that it does. All right, so Hermit card. Let's get into this because this is your spiritual awakening. I think that you're in a place where you're like, hey, I'm awakening spiritually. I'm awakening to this higher guidance, this higher truth. That's why this disappointment came in the way that it did. Because you might be in the dark night of the soul, my Geminis, coming out the other side trying to awaken, because here's this Queen of Cups that talks about a sensitive person. It's a really sensitive individual. Okay? There is this sense also that you're very touchy about what happened in the past. You're very critical as to something that happened in the past. I think that this person, because I'm gonna go to a person from the past. Maybe it's a person that you guys have kids with. This person from the past, or your current person, they're bringing strife to your life because you are sensitive around the situation. Okay? I think they keep stabbing you in the back with stuff, and you're like, God, I can't take this anymore, because the Four of Swords talks about withdrawal. Talks about you bringing on some healing and creating some order where there wasn't any order in your life. And I think that's from that person. I think you're tired of it, Gemini. And I know the last few readings that I've actually done have really talked about that. Don't fret this, Gemini. You're coming into better things. So I think the reason why the separation is either going to happen or it has happened is because the Ten of Wands came in and showed, well, that there was this burden, you know, this intense pressure. And I think that this person from the past expected a lot out of you, Gemini, or the current person that you're with is expecting a lot out of you all the time. You're like, I keep giving, but when am I going to get? Soon, Gemini, things are starting to turn for the better. King of Swords is this assertive person that is deciding to make a difference in their life, creating some leadership around that because you have these burdens. And for those of you guys that have left somebody or are going to leave somebody or just recently left somebody, you're gaining your stride back, okay? This is you needing to take control. This is you setting up those healthy boundaries around that person. You might be, you know, like I said, you could share custody with an ex, or you might share property, or there might be something shared where you have to deal with an ex again, okay? Or the very present person for those of you in a current situation. So, Queen of Wands brings in the significance of passion, honesty, thoughtfulness. And I think that's where you're headed, in the right direction, Gemini, because it's coming in full force for you. All right. So let's go ahead and get to our Universe Has Your Back cards. So really want to get out of that dismay for a second and see what positivity is coming in here. What do we deserve to have in our life right now? Ooh, look at this. When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. There you go, Gemini. No more controlling you, right? All right, we got some poppers here. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. Of course you do. The universe powerfully responds to the instant that I realign to love. I think I'm going to pull 3 more here. The Masters got a 6 cards. There we go. Here's our next card. Woo! Oh my goodness. I just had this card pop out, you guys. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want and healing. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. How lovely for you, Gemini. All right, we have another card. Manifesting is a creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world, of course. Because you're like, I have the ability to get past all that disappointment from the past and move forward, because you know what? I've about had enough of that. Okay? And because of that, you're going to change, you're going to heal, you're going to prevail. Things are going to go positive for you because you are bringing that into your realm. That is a desire. Directing my focus on what thriving creates more what I want. So thriving in a beautiful space, thriving in a wonderful headspace now as we move along. Now let's see. Whew, my cards are just going crazy today, you guys. Sunday fun day, right? All right. So let's see who's guiding us along this path and who saw the disappointment of what happened. Look at this. I watch over you every day. For those of you, well, it's coming in very clear. This message is like, for those of you that have lost your mother, this message is coming in quite clear because she is watching from above. She's here to care for you and to take care of you. So wonderful energy that comes in. For those of you that haven't had a mom pass away, you just had a loved one, well, they still are watching over you. So I was met by so many loving people. So for those of you guys that were worried about that person that transitioned and crossed over, well, they're okay, you guys. They just want you to know that everything's all right. And for those that were suffering, they are suffering no more. And for those that have passed over that were really having a hard time in this life, well, they became your guide. Because they learned those valuable lessons at the very end and realized what had happened. Okay? I'm going to pull one more here because I feel like I need one more message. What do we got here? I am sorry. Please forgive me. All right, so that's what their message they wanted to relay. Let's go ahead and pull a money card. Yay, money cards. They're so good. And these cards are really cool because they talk about the energy surrounding money on an emotional level or a law of attraction level, you know. So very positive energy in regards to that. Lots of good coming in. Okay. All right, so let me pull this, please, and thank you guys for bringing me to the right and correct messages for the sign of Gemini. All right, Here we go. Beautiful card. I can always tell a different financial abundance story because this is you taking back your power. It says anyone that has or does have nothing to do with you. Let me read that one more time. This wasn't very clear to me. It says what anyone else has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way that you utilize the non-physical energy with your thoughts. Your abundance or lack of it is going to be put right into your experience. So nothing, I would say, it has nothing to do with anybody. It has everything to do with you. So if you want fortune, it's time for you to shift into that space, and that's what that card is signifying for you at this time. Let's get into the love, because I talked about love in the very beginning. Yep. Let's see what kind of love's coming in here, because I think you're like, I am not going to pick somebody like I did in the past. I can tell you that. That freak over there, that was a mistake. But you know what? Give gratitude to the situation. Give gratitude to that experience because it showed you what you do not like. Just saying, Gemini. Just saying. All right, so these readings have just been off the hook lately, and this one is too. And I'm so glad that you found your light at the end of the tunnel and you have the ability to come in with this love energy and, you know, create that healing in your life that needs to be there. Okay? All right, Gemini. One more shuffle here. And get a very clear love reading for you guys. All right. What do we got here? Give us some love messages or higher guidance. Please, Spirit, thank you. Blessed be. All right, we got some cards that popped out here. So it says let go of control issues. So whatever is going to happen divinely in regards to love, they're asking you to kind of let it unfold, let it happen, right? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Of course you do. Because I think you're done with all the stuff from the past. Ooh, look at this. We got some true love coming in. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yay, Gemini, I'm happy for you. Look at this. So this right here is an awareness card. This is actually showing that you really, I think for some time were paying attention to red flags. But you really weren't cautioning yourself to get out of that space. But now you're in full awareness, and that's why you're bringing in healing, because you're like, that person's toxic. I can't believe that I hooked up with them, and I fell so hard for them. Okay? All right, we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Yes, as you pull one partner out, the universe opens up a space and a new partnership can come in. For those of you in a situation where you're in a current partnership and things are going good, well, you're already partnered up with your beloved, okay? For those of you that haven't met anybody, well, true love's coming, and I think this is because you guys gained awareness into the past, okay? So lots of good energy, lots of good shifting, and lots of love cards that I love so much. All right, here we go. Finances and career are a factor in your love life right now, and I think that, you know, you will find somebody that is of high integrity with you and will be able to support you the way that you want to, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So wait for it, Gemini. It's a coming. All right, you guys. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when my new videos do come up. And as always, I am here to serve your highest and best. So call on me for guidance, but know that you have the ability to choose free will. So choose it wisely and enjoy yourself immensely, because you're in a place of healing and a place of awareness and a place of integrity. So enjoy the rest of your days, and namaste.